If you're not watching Impact Wrestling, I really highly recommend you should watch Impact Wrestling. It's pretty good. It's not, I'm not saying it's the best wrestling on TV at all. I'm not going to overhype anything like that for you. I'm just telling you that if you are a wrestling fan and let's just say you are tired of the WWE programming, I think you should probably look at Impact a little bit more. It's different, it's quirky at times, and then you have some really good matches as well. So I recommend you check them out just for the simple fact that you got nothing else to lose here. Just saying. Should probably just look into it. Last night, Nevaeh says that she finally agreed to sign an Impact deal. She's been teased for a couple of weeks already, and now we finally see that she's aligned herself with Havoc, and they knock out Kimberly. Kimberly has been knocking out people with brass knuckles. I commend anyone that still uses brass knuckles in 2020, because that is one of my favorite heel moves, is when you can sit there and grab some brass knuckles and just swing for the fences. Go for it and get away with it, even better. I appreciate a good old brass knuckles finish. Let's see, speaking of, and more about the women's division, because their champion has not been around, but she's teased that she's actually getting ready to go back to work soon, so that's awesome. She'll be on the road and she'll be headed to wherever they're taping Impact, which is awesome. So Jordynne Grace will be back in business. Perfect. But Deonna Purrazzo teased return to Impact. I'm super all in for this. I'm super hyped about it. I'm super happy about it. It's awesome. For some fact that I was hoping she did not go to AEW. I am not the biggest fan of AEW's women's division. It's okay. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's okay. And I feel like she wouldn't get enough justice over there, and I feel like Britt Baker doesn't get enough justice, and now she's injured. So I don't think she would have gotten enough justice over there at the moment. I think she will really flourish and shine over at Impact. Impact has a low-key, really deep female roster or women's roster. So I look forward to it. She's teasing that she'll be returning, so that's perfect. They did the last two they did the semifinal matches last night. Ace Austin versus Hernandez, Trey versus Michael Elgin. And I sat here yesterday and I was praying that it was Ace Austin versus Trey. In my heart, I thought they were going to go Hernandez and Michael Elgin, and I was praying that wasn't the case. And then Ace Austin beat Hernandez, and I got super pumped. I was like, yes, let's go. And I'm like, all right, this dream's not going to last too long. Trey's going to get smacked around by Elgin. It's over. I'm done. It's not what happened. Oh, baby, let's go. I was so pumped after that, because then all of a sudden you see Sami Callihan comes up with a distraction. Elgin gets pinned by Trey. He is out of the tournament. So now you have Austin versus Trey in the finals for #1 contendership for the Impact World title. Moose tries to sit there and convince Trey to challenge him for the TNA World title. One thing I did say, because they showed a rewind match with Cody when he was there for like a cup of coffee, going against Moose for the Grand Championship. I forgot about the Grand Championship completely, and I'm watching Moose, and I really can't get behind it. He's charismatic, I will say that. He is very entertaining when he got that microphone or he's doing some kind of character, but when that bell rings, I am instantly not interested. And that's nothing against him, and I'm assuming a lot of people like him. He's just not, it doesn't hit for me. And then I was talking to some of my compadres, and it's the same sentiment too. So it's like I'm not alone in this thought process, so I was cool with that. But it's kind of disappointing when you just kind of know it's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work for you. So It was cool because he had a nice little segment with the Rascals. Ooh. And they're like laughing, and I'm like, oh boy. There's like, what are you talking about? You're hilarious. I'm like, that's pretty much how I feel. There were some other things, you know. Rosemary had a segment. You know how I felt about Rosemary segments. I think RVD was there too, or no? RVD did a promo on Instagram. I'm good. Interested. Chris Bay had a match too. I did see that. It was a pretty good match against cousin Kyle, I think his name is. Pretty good match. I'm trying to see what they're gonna do. Hopefully they roll with Chris Bay. He has kind of a Shane Strickland vibe, kind of like that. So I'm cool with that. I can rock with that for a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna watch a little bit. I'm gonna watch this Diener match. So you guys can see my reaction, because I saw bits and pieces of it. And the one thing I will say is Ethan Page, when he looks at the camera and smirks, is hilarious, and I'm sold on it. So we got like 20 minutes left. I mean, we're gonna do a small preview of NXT and AEW a little bit later. The Diener compound looks like they get random appliances from off the street and try to repair them, and then there's a ring in the middle of it. This looks like James Storm's like pretty much nightmares. Everybody has a compound now, apparently. You know whose fault this is? Stu Hart. Once Stu Hart had the dungeon, everybody had to have a spot, and you just had to. That's not Wheels. I love how he said that's not Wheels. Okay, that's never a good sign. I'm not gonna lie, Ethan Page's reactions are perfect. Wait a minute. What? Ethan Page is hilarious. I'm just sitting here just watching this and prepping for the state of play. Oh my god. He is not small. Oh crap, he broke that table. Oh my god. He can barely get in the ring. You got Diener standing on the turnbuckle. What is going on? That Diener's just sitting on the turnbuckle like it's nothing. Like he's just like, yo, I'm just gonna chill here in the middle of a match. Why did the North sign up for this? Ooh. Oof. Basically a street fight. Cause I wouldn't call this an actual in-ring. Oh my god, he has no legs. Why is that guy watching from outside the window? So wait a minute, the ref has no legs? The ref has no legs. Why do you have golf clubs? I don't think a Diener has ever played golf a day in their life. Oh my god, this ref has no legs. How did I not talk about this early yesterday? They're out fighting in the streets. Not even the streets, but it's like, is that a truck? Oh my god, he threw him in the truck. There's hay all in the truck. They just took out an entire family of Dieners. Cinematic wrestling is perfect. What is this guy doing? I'm enjoying this way more than I thought I would. Holy crap. How does that ref with no legs get there in time? There's so many questions about the ref. Oh, he went through the car. Oh, the roof of the car is trashed. Ooh, we busted the window. Oh my god. How do you push the ref with no legs? Oh my god, they're gonna attack the ref with no legs. He's defending himself. He just 6'1". Okay. Oh my god. Spilling my coffee all over the place. It made me spill my coffee. I'm done. Need paper towels and stuff. Hey, leave that coffee alone. You don't want none of that. Yeah, the ref gave a 619 with no legs. I don't know how I feel about this anymore. Hey, their personal ref shows up too. Wow. Now the Deaners are chasing them out. Oh, that's perfect. Just perfect. Oh my god, that was over the like, the ref had no legs. Like I don't even know how to process what I just saw. But wow, that was hilariously entertaining. I'm not gonna lie to you. Alright, waiting to see how this goes. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. I gotta go get some paper towels. I did spill coffee like all over the place. Where's my be right back sign? There we go. It didn't. It's not loading up. Of course. So while I got the time, we'll do a little preview of the tonight's shows on WWE and NXT. You have wait, is the state of play tomorrow? Oh, it's Wednesday. Okay. A little more than 20 minutes. Okay. Oh, it's at 4. Never mind. All right, we're not doing that till later. Perfect. 4 o'clock I'll be back. I'll do that right before I go live on what's the game? Warzone. So we'll do that for Warzone and jump over. Let's preview NXT and AEW's Dynamite before we get out of here, because it's almost 1 o'clock anyway. So perfect. I don't have to worry about that until later. So let's start with a WWE NXT. You have of course, I believe the main event will be the was it Matt Riddle versus Timothy Thatcher in a steel cage with Kurt Angle as the ref. Super crazy. Super gonna be excited to see Kurt Angle back. You're gonna start seeing a lot of those guys that were furloughed and all that stuff and released from their contracts getting re-signed soon as they start preparing to open up a lot of stuff. So prepare for that. So it'd be nice to see Kurt Angle back in the WWE ring again. I didn't think he was gonna go anywhere else. This is gonna be a hard hitting match because they're two hard hitting guys. So it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be real big fight. I'm super to see that. And you have the tag team match: Rhea Ripley, Io versus Charlotte, and a partner for choosing. They have not announced who a partner is going to be. Who knows who's going to be it? Maybe Chelsea Green. You never know. Who knows? There's so many people on the NXT roster that she could pick from. She might even throw a curveball and pick someone from SmackDown or Raw. You never know anymore. Everything's up in the air. Anything's possible. She might even pick Natty. Who knows? Interesting. I'm curious to see how this In Your House preview is going to be, because I want to see who's going to take the title off of Charlotte, if it's actually going to happen. So we'll see. Then you have Adam Cole negotiating. I don't know what he's going to be negotiating with William Regal with about a match with Velveteen Dream. I mean, it's always good to see some Adam Cole and Regal, and then all of a sudden the possibility of Velveteen Dream showing up there and, you know, doing some more promos and getting people angry and figuring out they're gonna have a match at In Your House. It's my assumption. Let's see. That was pretty much all I found so far for NXT. So we're gonna jump over to AEW. AEW has a stacked card coming up tonight. You have Mike Tyson's going to be in the building, obviously. He's going to make an appearance, just because. Britt Baker's going to be there to give her injury address update. I think that's pretty cool. She's going to sit there and stroll up in there injured and do her own promo, which is very Britt Baker-like. Let's see. The new AEW Women's Champion, Akira, is going to be in action already. Oh, cool. There's a battle royale to determine the #1 contender for the TNT Championship that is currently being held by Cody. So that'll be interesting too. You got Joey Janela and Private Party versus Broken Matt Hardy and the Young Bucks. Hey, get over there. Broken Matt Hardy and the Young Bucks. That'll be interesting too. The Inner Circle pep rally, which I am not sure how I feel about this one. This could go really cool or it could be really weird. I don't know what the next move is for the Inner Circle because they have lost a couple of very high profile matches. So you never know what's on the horizon. Who's next? What are they going to do? How are they going to, rebound from such a really bad moment? Brian Cage with Taz makes his debut on Dynamite tonight. You got Jon Moxley appearing, current AEW World Champion. You got SoCal Uncensored, SCU versus Jimmy Havoc and Kip Sabian. I can't wait to see that too. That's gonna be good. It's gonna be good to see. Like I said, it looks like a pretty stacked card to jump off right after pay-per-view. So you got a lot of people, you got a lot of questions that need to be answered, a lot of new feuds, a lot of old feuds that have ended. You got new stuff brewing. So you got a new title in the mix now. You have Brian Cage is the new #1 contender. So I'm assuming he's gonna have some words for Moxley. So this will be a good little setup to go down for AEW Dynamite and NXT, because NXT is basically going to be building matches for In Your House. Because you already have the first match to announce was Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. I'm a massive Damian Priest mark ever since Punishment Martinez, so I'm all for it. So sign me up. Sign me up. The entrance alone, I'm just them two, cool. And I saw an interview with Tommaso Ciampa talking about In Your House and how much he loves that pay-per-view and how much he's been excited for it, and that he hopes they bring back the old design. And I for one, if they don't bring it back, I would be personally hurt if they do not bring back the In Your House logo. So we'll see. Hopefully it's a good run for us, but it's 1 o'clock. The stream is over.